Hey, I'm Maya from Below Freezing Beauty, and I want to talk today about. I don't even know where to start with this. So, Lady Gaga has a fragrance coming out, and you know that since it's Lady Gaga, it, regardless of what it smells like, it's going to be done her way, and it's going to be a production. So, at one point, she said it was going to smell like blood and semen, or maybe like what was the other? To check and go back here so I get it right. Oh, an expensive hooker. It might smell like an expensive hooker. So, but today, Lady Gaga on her website released an image of the bottle. I'm just gonna read a sample, an excerpt from the press release because I think the words speak for themselves. So. Uh, Lady Gaga Fame, that's the name of the perfume. Lady Gaga Fame is the first ever black eau de parfum that sprays clear and becomes invisible once airborne. The black to clear fragrance is a fantastic innovation of patent-pending fluid technology exclusively launched with Lady Gaga Fame. The innovations in Lady Gaga Fame go beyond the black to clear fluid, because black perfume that turns clear in midair is not unique enough. The olfactory structure itself is also very rare for the fragrance industry. Traditionally, perfumes have a pyramidal structure, a hierarchy of sorts with top, middle, and base notes. Right? We're all familiar with this. This fragrance, on the other hand, has a unique structure called the push-pull technology, where the ingredients interact together to highlight different olfactive aspects of each note at the same time without any hierarchy. So it's a teamwork situation with the perfume notes. I guess it's worth noting that there is no I in Lady Gaga Fame. The light accord whispers magnificence. The accords work together to create a fragrance of floral and fruity elements, with the star ingredient inspired by belladonna leveling out the whole fragrance and giving Lady Gaga Fame its signature as a scent. So to recap, apparently it will not smell like jizz, and it will not be black on your skin, although it is in fact black in the bottle. As far as celebrity fragrances go, obviously it's Lady Gaga, so she can't just like slap her name on a cute bottle like everyone else and say, oh, I was inspired by my memories of whatever and innocence, and which makes sense because, you know, I guess part of the hook of the celebrity fragrance is that the mood of the fragrance should jibe well, should echo the persona of the celebrity, and certainly in this case with the claws and the belladonna and the black to clear technology and the non-pyramidical interplay push-pull fragrance note structure. You know, stuff like this makes me wonder if maybe Lady Gaga herself isn't just like one big performance art piece that we're all sort of unwittingly participating in as audience members just by living in the world as her experience is created around us. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to try this perfume. I'm hooked. I'm a little disappointed that it won't make me smell like an expensive hooker, because I've never owned a perfume that smelled, well, I should back that up. I've never owned a perfume that claimed to smell like an expensive hooker. And I'd like to know what that scent is like. I'll link below to the post on the cut and to the press release. The perfume comes out in September. I'm really excited. I can't imagine that Birchbox is going to manage to get samples of this, but if you guys are listening and you can get Lady Gaga Fame into a Birchbox, I'll be really excited. In the meantime, I thought I would share today two of my favorite summer fragrances. The first is for, like, especially in the evenings, or if I want a little bit stronger scent, Missoni Eau de Parfum, the original. I am not an expert at describing perfumes, unlike Lady Gaga's Press Flack, who is obviously awesome. So rather than attempt to describe the probably traditionally pyramidic structure of the fragrance in this bottle, I will just read it to you off the internet. It has top notes of raspberry, bergamot, hyacinth, and cassis. Middle notes, pyramidic structure. Middle notes consisting of rose, geranium, jasmine, and orris. And then base notes of patchouli, moss, and stearax. Basically, it's like I think of it as a very warm fragrance. It is a little bit sweet because it has the raspberry and the bergamot, so it has fruit scents. It does have like a little bit of the patchouli, so it has sort of a strong, I guess, herbal base, but it doesn't smell masculine. It smells very warm and very sexy. It's a really sexy fragrance, and I like it a lot for summer. I'll wear it in the winter sometimes, but it just feels... I'll wear it in the winter sometimes when I feel like I need to feel warm, because it really, to me, is much more of a warm weather fragrance. And I like that a lot. My second summer fragrance recommendation, there's actually a story behind. Last summer when I was getting ready to get married, I was down in Portland the weekend before my wedding, and I had decided that I'd read a lot of places about the importance of having a signature scent for your wedding day, and then when you wear that perfume for the rest of your life, you think of your wedding day and the way you smelled. And so I had given myself permission to spend I basically said, I'm going to buy a new bottle of perfume for my wedding. I'm going to buy full size. Price is not going to be an object. I'm just going to smell until I find the right one, and that's the one no matter what it costs. And I'm going to allow myself this really great indulgence. Because then I will have that. It'll be my wedding perfume for the rest of my life. And, we have kids. My daughters will smell it, and I'll tell them how that was what I wore when I married their father. And anyway, I had been really excited about making this an investment purchase in a really nice perfume, and could not find anything that I liked, and ended up walking out of the one thing that I loved, that I smelled and was like, I want to smell that for the rest of my life. I want to associate that with my wedding, was a $20 cologne spray from Demeter Fragrance Library. It's a Honeysuckle. It smells like honeysuckle. The funny thing is that, so I wore this on my wedding day. I have no wedding memory really associated with this. I mean, I remember putting it on. I remember that I smelled nice, and then I don't remember smelling it again the rest of the day. Demeter Fragrance Library, which makes the Honeysuckle cologne that I wore at my wedding, is actually really, really cool line. And they have this whole range of like lifelike scents that are, that smell like real things. So this honeysuckle perfume, it doesn't have like top notes and middle notes and bottom notes. It just straight up smells like honeysuckle. And they have a whole ton. I'm looking at the website right now. They have a ton of scents. I'm just going to read you some of the scents from Demeter Fragrance Library. So there's, some really there's, it's in alphabetical order. So Apple Blossom and Bird of Paradise and blueberry and Bulgarian rose, but there's also, for example, on this page, basil, bamboo, bonfire, bourbon, black Russian. Some of the other scents that are a little more unusual, I know they have, here's celery, a couple of different tea scented ones. There's a champagne, clean skin, clean windows. I haven't smelled that one. They have, I see now they have green tomato. I haven't smelled the green tomato, but I have smelled they have regular tomato as well. And it sounds really weird, and you'd think that you'd maybe smell like pizza or soup or something, but it actually smells, like the tomato plant, like the leaves of a tomato plant, which to me, growing up in Alaska, we grow tomatoes in the greenhouse because it's warm and they grow bigger or at all. So to me, tomato smells like a greenhouse in summer. And they have a lot of alcohol scented ones too. There's one here called Dregs. It's supposed to smell like the dregs of the wine bottle. Fiery curry. A lot of really unusual scents. Not for everyone. You maybe don't want to smell like a gin and tonic or glue, but you might want to smell like gardenia or ginger ale or laundromat. So that's it. Now you know where to go If you want to smell like an expensive hooker or a gin and tonic or some kind of tea or garden plant. I wish that I were a little more eloquent speaking about fragrance because it would be nice to be able to talk about top notes and middle notes and push-pull fragrance structures, but I will link in the bottom bar to a couple of YouTubers, Katie Puckrick Smells and OMG. Those are both really great resources for fragrance news and reviews, and they have the vocabulary and they know a lot more than I do. But these are my recommendations. This is what I love in the summer. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.